Test, 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 test. 1, 2, 3. Mic check, mic check. What's up, family? What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? What's up, kings and queens? What's up, champs? What's up, champs? Are you getting it? Are you getting it? Are you getting it, champs? Are you getting the life that you deserve? Are you creating the life that you deserve? Are you getting whatever you're placing your mind and accomplishing it? Man, I really do. I really do hope and pray that you are, man. This is Polo Go. Praise one, love one, God only, and welcome to Polo Vision. And I'm on a mission to bring hope to as many people and their families that I can. Starting with myself, because if I'm not right, then I'm not no good for nobody. If I'm not right with God, I'm not good for nobody. And spreading it out to the whole world. And of course, starting at home. Because what's the use of me being at home with my loved ones and being a grouch and being grumpy and being all irritable, being all impatient with others and not being appreciative and not being understanding? I might as well not be here. Well, what's the use of waking up and not realizing that today wasn't promised, that today's a special gift, that I'm on the get to live list today, and not realizing that one day I'm going to be on the this is your last day list, and then I'm going to be one day on a he's no longer here list. So every video that I put out is not for me, because I realize it's not about me, but it's about we and what I could do to be of service to as many people that I can. Sharing what happened to me and sharing the belief that I have in you and sharing how important it is to be courageous and live with courage and having the courage to rise. And it's a beautiful day. It's sunny today, but it's kind of cold. I just finished working out and plugging into God and have some words to share with you guys. And I hope all is well with you guys. Let me remind you, just a friendly reminder, you are worthy. You are amazing. Whatever you put your focus on, your energy will flow and go towards that direction. So whenever you're focused, you can create, whether it's destruction or it's construction. Have you ever noticed when you step into a room or you go shopping or sometime in your life and you were like focused on, man, this is such a beautiful day. My hair's done right. I look sharp. I look good. I feel good. And you went into a room, store, anywhere you went into, whatever it was. You took an exam. You went to a birthday party, whatever it was, wherever. Even a funeral. And you were feeling good because you're there representing yourself and how good you feel. Maybe at a funeral, you're representing that person that passed away, or maybe you took an exam and you know that you studied, you know that you put the hard work into it, or maybe you went to a store and you're going to treat yourself out. You ever notice when you're feeling good, sometimes out of nowhere, you're focusing on something that you want, that you might need. Maybe it's new tires for your car, maybe it's new shoes, maybe it's new glasses, new sweater or whatever, and you find it. How about this? You ever notice when you're grumpy and you're just not feeling it, then you go into a room and you're throwing off bad vibes and people don't want to talk to you, people want to stay away from you, whatever you wanted to find, you're not finding it, but you're finding more misery. You're finding more like being impatient. More people are being rude to you than normal. People are going to be rude to us no matter what. But in that situation, when we're focusing on ourselves and playing the victim role and not being grateful and not having the courage to rise from the ashes, then people tend to be a little bit more rude. It starts raining more, things don't go our way and stuff like that, and we get more frustrated. You ever notice that? Once again, wherever you place your energy, wherever you place your focus, your energy will flow. So I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you're taking this time. What is it, the last full week of February, the second quarter of 2022? I hope you've been making the changes that you need to make, because soon enough it's going to be June and then July and then December again. And then what we do now will reflect then. And what we don't do now will most definitely reflect then as well. So I hope all is well, and I'm just here to remind you that you can accomplish everything that you want to in this life. You can break all boundaries. You can break all barriers. You can be happy. You can enjoy your life. You can, but it starts on you like it started on me. And it takes courage. It takes a lot of courage, you guys. So I'm going to talk about courage. You know what I mean? It takes courage to be patient with others. It takes courage to be patient with myself. It takes courage to love me. It takes courage to love someone else. It takes courage to not to knock no one down and not judge nobody else for what they're doing. Of course, if they're doing something bad, that's a different story. But if someone's just living their life and doing things how they please and it pleases them, it takes courage for me not to talk about them. It takes courage for me not to judge them. It takes courage for me to be like, you know what? Like I'm going to tell you right now, where you're at right now does not determine who you are and what you can accomplish. Not at all. Oh no. When you decide to and you snap out of it, it's on, because there's greatness within you. So it takes courage to be uplifting. It takes courage to forgive myself and forgive others. It takes courage to accept when God says no, or when God answers my prayers, your prayers, on His timing. It takes courage to understand that it's not when I want it, but it's when God has planned it for me to happen. And it takes courage to accept that God's plan is better, way better than my plan. Those are my doggies over there. I love them so much. It's Baby and Chiquita. It takes courage to be humble, to be grateful. It takes courage to wake up and say, you know what, I'm going to make this happen. It's cold, but you know what, I'm still going to make it happen. It's hot, but I'm still going to make it happen. It takes courage to see and understand when someone is feeling down, to uplift them and give them the encouragement that they need. It takes courage to live inspired, to live in spirit. It takes courage to live with enthusiasm, the God within me. Enthusiasm, the God within me. It takes courage to accept failure and still believe that we will win, because I believe that we will win. Oh yes, it takes courage to understand that the worst virus, the biggest virus of all, is fear. Once they got fear into you, like they've been planning to do for longest, and it was shown in 2020, and whatever's in the media is fear-based. And it takes courage to realize that I'm not going to fall for that trap. It takes courage to unplug from the illusion, from the matrix. And once you unplug from that, then you start seeing things different, because it's a spiritual battle. It takes courage to rely and depend on God's strength and only His strength. It takes courage to trust God's plan and not my plan. It takes courage to rise from the ashes like the phoenix. Well, what do you mean, Polo? Okay, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys. Everything I just went over with, I was encouraged to do that for many years. I was a coward. I didn't have the courage to face my fears. The fears that I failed. The fears that I wasn't being true to myself. The fears that, hey, things happen. I didn't have the courage to create solutions and figure out what can I do next. I didn't have the courage to, when things went wrong in my life, to go and connect with God, but instead still try to do it my way. And what happens? God says, go ahead, son. You want to try your way? Go ahead. He sits back and enjoys the show, and he sees me keep bumping my head, boom, 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 bumping my head, until I say, you know what, God, I'm done. And then it took courage for me to realize that God forgave me already. So who am I not to forgive myself? And then it took courage for me to forgive myself, and then to rise from the ashes like the phoenix and be reborn again. Reborn with a new way of thinking, a new way of talking, new way of acting, reacting, and living, and walking, and breathing, and realizing that it's not about me. Okay, you guys? Now, this happened to me when they gave me a cane, and they said I'm legally blind. And you know what? That was a gift. That was the best thing. And it takes courage to see it that way, because that's the destiny that God has for me. That's my destiny. And it takes courage to get up and say, you know what? Okay, what can I do with this now? Because I wasn't born like this, you guys. I lived 35 years full-sighted, just like you guys. But you know what? I wasn't living with courage. I had given up for a long time. So I was like, I was dead. I was spiritually dead. I was almost physically dead. I was dying physically. And mentally, I was dead. I gave up with no hope. And then it took courage when they gave me my cane and they told me I have cirrhosis of the liver and my kidneys were 6 to 7 times the normal size. And they told me I'm diabetic, to change my life, to come back to God. And there was a life-changing incident, a crisis that happened for me to do that, for me to finally surrender and have the courage to surrender. And I was in a car accident, which I almost died. I should have died. It's crazy, but I lived. And I'll talk to you guys in further detail when that day comes in September of this year. But then it took courage for me to accept that, you know what? It's always been my responsibility. It's always been on me. It's always been me. It's always been me. How I think, how I react, how I treat others, how I put people down or I lift them up. It's always been me. Me, not God, not nobody else, not my parents, not my siblings, not my neighbors, not the strangers, not the people in the world. It's me and how I see things. So the moment they gave me my cane and told me I'm legally blind, I broke down. I said, damn. Ooh, and I cried. I said, oh my goodness. Okay, what do I got to do now? And ever since then, it's been a ride of my life because I'm having the courage to accept that it's God's plan and not my plan, and that He has a better plan than I do. And even if I can't see that with my physical eyes, I can see that with my spiritual eyes. And the physical sight they say I lack does not compare to the vision that I now have. And that is God first, family second, business third. And it's not about me, it's about we. And I hope that all is well with you guys. I hope you're having the courage to make this day go down in history as a win, as a W-I-N, and that you claim victory, because I claim it and I breathe it upon you because I believe in you. Yes, I do. Your time, when you snap out of it, will come. It depends on you. When you have the courage to go ahead and dig deep and say, I had enough. And when you had enough, then you will have enough. And you will live a lifetime, a beautiful life, a dream. Oh my God. And you're going to be helping others. And that's what we should do in this life, because that's all we're here for, just to glorify God and help others. And just like another thing, I had to realize that I don't know nothing. Just like Socrates says, all I know is that I don't know nothing. Wow. So then I realize every day, I don't know nothing. God, continue to show me, continue to reveal to me, show me, show me, show me. And the times I have to be quiet and just listen. And if I have to speak, it should only be because I need to speak. And if not, hey, keep going and stay focused, because things will happen, but it takes courage to remain focused. I wish that you have a beautiful day, beautiful end of February 2022. Blessings to you and yours. I hope that every day that you leave your house, that you come back home safe. When you get home, hug your loved ones. Share that love out in the world and when you come back, because we need you now more than ever to shine. So let's get it done, you guys. Let's get it done, Chance. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Chance. Let's go, Chance. Let's go. Let's go.